Okay, hi everybody. My name is Mo Elyas. I have a frame shop in New York called Big Apple Art Gallery and Framing, and we have with me my friend Stephen Mark. Stephen, what's your shop's name?
It's Make Your Mark Framing Company in Dixon, Tennessee.
Dixon, Tennessee. All right, so we have this channel and we promote local frame shops, and we have a contest that we hold in a local frame shop group that's private that only allows frame shop owners to be in, and then we watch it. We have a contest and everybody enters, and we have framers who vote for framers, and then we announce the winners. So we're gonna go through the contest, and I'm just gonna, not gonna hold any suspense. I won last month, so hey.
I know you were super excited about that.
Hey man, I got gold. That's pretty cool. Among framers, I'm excited about that. All right, so let me go to the screen here. Where is this? There we go. I got it. All right, Stephen. So this is a contest that Stephen runs. Stephen, you want to introduce what the November's contest was about?
Yeah, so everything for November was all about textiles or textiles or however you want to pronounce it. Anything to do with fabric related anything. It could be cross stitch, it could be jerseys, it could be rugs, it could be anything to do with a woven fabric of some sort. So yeah, that's what it was. It was so open ended as long as it was a deal with fabric.
Very cool. All right, let's go down the list here. And all right, so the first entry is by my friend Scott Dawson, and then Scott says, does the saddlecloth count as textiles? And he tags Stephen here. Scott's got a shop called Dawson's Framing in Australia. He's in the west coast of Australia, and I'm going to play a video here that he put up, Stephen. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, now I don't know if the video is coming along here, but what Scott did is he put a touch button, and then he put LED lights, and then as the race is being called towards the last, I think 30 seconds or so, the announcer comes on, and then it follows the track as the horses are running with the LED light. It's right there where the mouse is. I can't hear the sound. Can you hear the sound?
No, I can't hear the sound either. I remember seeing it though, and it's pretty remarkable. I mean, Scott's are always amazingly bespoke framing.
It's really cool. And I think he did a leather frame. If you look at the corners here, so he hand stitched this. This is a white leather frame, and this is the saddle that goes behind the
it's on the horse and behind the jockey's saddle.
So you can see all the dirt and all that stuff. It's pretty cool in person. I don't know why the sound isn't coming through, but it's pretty cool. Hang on one second, Steve. Why don't you take over, talk about the second piece? Let me see who's in the front, okay?
All right. This is from Dee, a steampunk frame, suede mat, and with a coordinating fillet. It's super cool. I wish we had a little bit closer view of it. Unfortunately, it looks like Mo had to go check up front. What else do we have here? 200 square inches and over a sweepstakes excellence ribbon. I'm not entirely sure. People's Choice Awards, frames to you. I don't know any of those types of awards. Amazing. It's a pretty awesome piece, and I think it's a counter cross stitch. Now, my mother did counter cross stitches for years, so I have a very warm-hearted place for that. So that's my big favorite. But yeah, so we'll have to wait for Mo to get back to move on to the next one. Scott is also, I believe, the one previous Scott is the bronze or the silver winner for this month, and reasonably so. But yeah, now counter cross stitch, you'll see later on in my entry that the counter cross stitch is, I have, like I said, a very warm, soft spot in my heart for them. So. Looks like Mo has left us for the time being. Looks like he's coming back. Gonna do a little jig.
All right, Stephen, what did I miss?
Well, we talked about the counter cross stitch from Dee. Yeah,
Isn't
there
this
we go.
amazing?
There we go. And look at that. Is that one of Andy's frames too?
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, sure. What's Andy's shop? Get it framed? Get framed?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Didi's shop is called
There we go.
Humorous
Thank
Choice
you.
Frames to You, Inc. How do you pronounce that? Oseo?
I do not know. I think yeah.
There you go. Oseo, Minnesota. All right. Sorry for the delay, guys. All right. So Patty's got a Star Trek. I'm not a Trekkie. Tell me about this, Stephen.
That is Spock.
Yes,
from-
Spock.
Yeah. Is it a cross stitch or is it a tapestry?
It's just she stitched it for her brother, who's a techie.
Oh, I'm
Turkey,
assuming
yeah.
it's a cross stitch of some sort of tapestry or embroidery. It's
Yeah.
pretty crazy to be that detailed, though. I'm just going to point that out.
Yeah, it looks like a photograph. It's really neat, and I like the shadows on the face. You know,
Yeah.
very nice.
I do love. I mean, I'm a big Trek fan, so.
Yeah, there you go. I assumed you would be.
What does that mean?
Well, you're very culturally in tune. I'm not.
That's true.
You're supposed to say no, Mo. You're on culturally in tune.
Well, I'm not gonna give you a compliment if it's not true. I'm just messing. All righty.
We got Patty's shop is called Frameography. Oh, Frameography.
Frameography.
In Green Bay, Wisconsin. There you go. That's pretty.
Which
cool.
I have been to Green Bay.
You have?
Oh yeah.
I'd love to go to Green Bay. I've never been.
It was very cold.
Never been. Oh, Scott, by the way, won second place.
Yeah, I already
I
did comment that out.
You know, to my first place, by the way.
Yeah.
You've got Anita here, and she says, I have a quirky customer who always likes to think outside the box when it comes to framing for metallic thread work. Her shop is called Design Framing in Melbourne, Australia. Oh, wow, look at this. So this is all metallic thread.
That's crazy.
It's very neat. And
that's map board at a diagonal, right?
yeah, because her customer thinks outside the box or outside the frame.
Yeah. It's inside the frame though.
Oh, inside, yeah. Well, the border is outside the frame.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay, and she gets the bronze. Here's what the price looks like. And she gets to print this. She gets a high-res file sent to her. She gets to print it and hang it up in her shop, which is pretty neat. Okay, so we've got, this is the winner.
This one.
Look, man, if any of the consumers go to a frame shop and you ask for black suede mat, expect your framer not to be happy. Look at his face.
Yeah. I know. I have one customer who loves black suede and I cannot change it. So.
Oh my God. Well, this thing called for black suede. Actually, it was my suggestion. Customer liked it. And what we did here is we stacked two frames. This is the same exact frame in a bigger version, but cut on the side to give us.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. And then it was the bottom part of it had a large extension that stuck out like here. This thing sticks out about 4 or 5.
Oh, it was bellied.
Very deep. Yeah. And
there's a term for that, and like there's a term for that style, and I'll have to refer to my PPFA glossary handbook to find out what that's called because I cannot remember off the top of my head.
What do you mean? A term for what?
That term for that's like, it's not couching because couching is a stitch, but it's that bellowing of that belly.
Oh. Well, we call it the belly of the art. So
there's a term for it though.
Well,
there's a term for everything.
So here's how we did it. we laid it all out, and you can see that we used tulle here, and then we stitched it every single maybe 4 to 5 inches to hold it in place. So that's why when you see the fringes stay up. And this was a lot of work.
That's craziness.
Here. And this is Holly. Holly, I think she spent 3 days doing this job. And you know what? We never charge enough for these kinds of work.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's my prize. There you go. Yay. Big Apple Art Gallery and Framing. I'm in New York, 46th and 3rd. Okay. So we're going to come down here. Jason says this can be an old one. Oh, Jason is oh, here you go. So he has what's the story here? Oh, there you go. World War II Japanese good luck flag, done using a crescent cream jute mat board and DCO method. Steve, tell me about DCO method.
I actually am not familiar with the DCO method. So,
okay. So
why don't you tell me?
The method is basically there is no glue. There is nothing touching the artwork from the back or the front as far as adhesive goes. And it's basically static, holding it between the artwork, static of the acrylic. So you have to use acrylic in the front, and static holds it in place. And then some people wonder if this will come off. There is an artwork that Queen Elizabeth of England has that's been done, framed this way. And it's been around for over, I think, 80 some years that it never let loose. And you do this on fragile.
It's all held in with via static.
Yeah, yeah. So this is based on static. It's a pretty cool method of framing fragile stuff. Yeah. So so Jason did that. I've never done this personally myself, but I know all about it. And,
yeah, I know of it. I didn't know it was called the DCO method though. That's pretty cool.
DCO, I'm gonna say direct contact overlay. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool that he exercised this here. I like it a lot. Nice work, Jason. All right, Carol's got one here. Oh, Jason's shop is called Jason's shop.
I know it's in Auburn.
He's in Auburn, Alabama?
Yeah, he's in Auburn, Alabama. I know that, but I forget the name of his shop.
Okay, guys, you got to put your shop's name here because we don't really know a lot of the shops. Okay, so Carol's got a piece of artwork here. Steven, you want to take this?
Yeah, this is pretty interesting as far as it's a needlepoint kimono. That's okay? It's the tinier version. Okay, needlepoint kimono. Okay, but yeah, no, it's a pretty amazing piece. I love the geometric. I mean, because most kimonos are more rectangular and geometric. This is pretty amazing as far as the stitch work goes. She said she got it from I have the little screen in front of the word, so I can't read them all.
I'll read it for you. A JPL Custom Picture Framing in Baltimore, Maryland. So Carol's shop is called JLP Custom Picture Framing, Baltimore, Maryland. Framed this needlepoint kimono with matte mimicking the shape of the design. Customer went on to win 2 ribbons at the state fair and a special award at her county fair for this one. Oh, so the customer won awards for
her needlework. That's awesome.
Very nice, Carol. This is great. I like stories like this where your customer gets something done and they send you back a picture like Carol got and say, hey, I won a prize, or here's how my family enjoying this. I think those are really nice and makes the job more satisfying.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Leah has a shop in Maine. ME is Maine, right?
Yeah, it's Maine. It's Gorham, Maine.
In Gorham, Maine, called Little Falls Custom Framing Gallery in Gorham. A fragment of crazy quilt mounted using a direct contact overlay. Oh, here's a second use. Of
there it is, DCO.
With custom dyed by her silk. The frame is 22 oil gilded and toned. So she does her own frames, and the molding was salvaged from another frame. All right, look at that. So she did the same DCO. Now, I don't know how it's done when you do a double mat.
I'm curious. It looks like there's some shadowing behind the double mat, so I'm curious if it's another piece of acrylic behind that.
Oh, could be. Well, as I know, it's sandwiched between 2 things, the back and the front being acrylic.
Yeah.
So could be that she did 2 acrylics here, or is it
maybe,
or does it extend over the second mat and goes on top?
I don't know. We'll have to ask Leah, so I'm not sure.
Well, Leah, you're getting a message from me. You're getting a PM from me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Very nice work. I like it a lot. And here's the detail.
Yeah, there's enough gap to have. Yeah, that is okay. That's 2 layers of acrylic behind that mat.
Oh, is that so? Really? Oh, so
I
there's
has
a so there's a top
there
layer
has to be.
over this top mat, and there's a second mat acrylic after the second bottom mat. I get it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Hey, that makes a lot of sense for a guy who doesn't know what DCO is all about. You know a lot about it, don't you?
Well, I mean, I knew what it was. I forgot what the acronym was. Everything's acronymed around here.
Here's a close up. It looks really nice. I like your choice of frames, and
Yeah, I love that fleur-de-lis in the corner.
This mat in person is really beautiful. It's kind of expensive, but beautiful. All right, we've got Michael. You want to take Michael?
Yeah. So this, I when you were gone, I talked about the fact that cross stitches as a whole are or stitching as a whole is like a really it's close to my heart kind of thing because my mother did it. So this one's pretty amazing. So first off, Michael has his shop hanging around Hoover in Hoover, Alabama.
Yeah.
But this is the unfinished piece from one of his really great clients who had passed away. And it has her needle still in it. And it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So he did a great job. In fact, I have one to do for my mother and I'm going to utilize some of the techniques he did with the needle too. I love it. So,
it's a very touching story, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is not counter cross stitch from my knowledge. This is actual like needle point embroidery kind of thing.
I'm in New York and I rarely get any. Maybe in the past 20 years, I've gotten maybe 3 needle points. So I don't get many, but I'm reading what Michael is writing about this, and look at this. Certainly not the most over-the-top design ever, but this one certainly has the most of my heartstrings attached to it. And it's titled Unfinished Piece, stitched by Joy Davis, 1940-2019. A beautiful soul, a pleasure to be around, and a fantastic needle pointer. Joy was unable to complete this canvas before her recent passing. Her needle and thread were included, and it's right
I think he's got a picture up close of it too.
Oh, he does? Let me see. I don't see it here. Oh, maybe
I thought he did.
Oh, yeah, I think he shared it separately somewhere else.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing it close. But this is it's an amazing story, and Michael does a lot of needle points. He's very good at them, and he participates.
It must be a Southern thing to continue because I do quite a few as well.
Oh, is that so? Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. But I enjoy seeing these framed up. Michael, thanks for sharing this. This is kind of sad, but also very satisfying to be able to do the last piece that she was working on. All right. So Christian doesn't need an introduction. He has a wedding dress. You want to take this one, Mark? Stephen?
Sure. It's so what Christian's shop is Cyrus Custom Framing in Canton, Ohio. This is a wedding dress with a few special. I can't see the other part of it. A few special things around for the big day. I love these types of collage. There we go.
Yeah.
I love these types of collage pieces where you can manipulate, not just one item, but also throw in, some other great memories into a shadow box. So those are super fun.
And I like how he folded the dress,
Oh yeah,
right by the waist, so it's not taking up a lot of room, but you still have the memory. So if consumers want to frame the dress and they don't want to really have a giant dress up, maybe you can just fold it at the bottom or somewhere, and you still have the dress, and you don't even have to cut it. You can probably fold it, right, Stephen?
Yeah, and if you get a deep enough, frame and mold and all that stuff, you could probably hide quite a bit of space in the back.
Yeah, or get married in a very short dress.
True, that also works.
So there you go. If you want Christian, very nice work. Thank you. All right, my friend Rob Janish, this person is just artistic, amazing. He has awesome taste, and
you may not want to click on that though.
Oh, okay, I did look at the artwork, but I will not click on that. I think YouTube is going to remove that from the.
Yeah, so it's fun and super fun.
Let's call that a European beach scene. How's that?
It's a European beach scene, yes. Yeah, no, I love it though. It's super fun and cheeky.
Rob's shop is called Gilded Edge Frame Shop in Lebanon, New Hampshire. All right. Not
is it Lebanon, New Hampshire, or is it Lebanon, New Hampshire?
What?
In Tennessee, we call it Lebanon.
Oh, really? Well, the country is Lebanon, isn't it? The country is Lebanon.
That's true, but in Tennessee, we call it Lebanon.
Oh, Okay.
We also
What?
call Santa Fe, Tennessee. Don't take Tennesseans for what they're saying. So
I'm gonna say Lebanon because the Lebanese called their country Lebanon.
that's true.
Yeah, yeah. So
It all depends on what it's pronounced based off of, though.
very true. But I'm gonna say Old World would be Lebanon, right? I mean,
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
New Hampshire, New England.
I think Rob needs to come clarify what is the vernacular in New Hampshire for that title.
There you go. Okay, we're gonna move from this beach scene in Europe because we don't want to be banned by YouTube, right?
No.
All right. So Troy does amazing work. He's a computer guy. He does beautiful designs.
He's a wizard with his wizard.
A wizard is a machine he uses to cut his mats, computerized mat cutter. And Stephen calls him a wizard and using his wizard. Pretty cool. I'm going to play a video. I don't think the sound is going to come through, but let's look at the video. How cool this looks. I don't know why the sound is. Oh, there you go.
I didn't do that last time either.
Oh, I have it muted here. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
So I think the story was that somebody got a tie for their Father's Day gift and they brought it to frame it. And I think they just said, Troy, take care of this. And he came up with this beautiful idea of creating a shirt, a tuxedo type of jacket. And then he put the tie on and then he framed it. Isn't this amazing instead of just framing a tie?
Yeah, no, it's a fun rendition of what you can do, like what you can do with a CMC and what you can do to be playful and not just frame a tie in a playful manner.
Yeah. Now, Troy has a shop in a suburb of Dallas. Let me see if he has his shop's name. Oh, there you go. Art House. Art House, maybe?
It's Art House.
Art House. Okay, Art House. Custom picture framing. I don't know the town, but it's a suburb of Dallas, Texas. And so that's that. Okay, Madeline has a piece here. What's her shop's name? She's in Georgia, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so she's in Georgia, and oh, yeah, it's called Farrell's Framing, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it's her last name.
Yes, it is Farrell's. Yes,
Farrell's Custom Framing in Georgia. And what is this? What is she?
It's a vintage majorette outfit.
Oh, with the boots. How cool is that, huh?
You know what a majorette is, though, right, Mo?
I do. Yes. I know who Spock is too.
You know what?
I know who Spock is. The guy in the first.
Oh, okay. You know who Spock is as well.
You know, I have bad memory. I don't remember things until after you say them.
No, this is a cute majorette costume.
Very cool.
I love all the, I love all that kind of vintage costuming kind of stuff. It's kind of fun.
Me too. It's very cool. I like that a lot. And a shadow box. Stephen, what's a shadow box? How do you define a shadow box?
Oh, I mean, how do I define a shadow box?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything that gives a depth or something where you can put in. I mean, traditionally a shadow box is something that literally casts shadows, but in this situation, we have depth in order to memories and objects and anything. I mean, naturally they will cast shadows because of the depth of the molding, but we call a shadow box molding anything that's what we want to say anything bigger than an inch deep.
Yeah, it will be a deeper frame, and
yeah,
you can hold an object. How's that, right?
That's the best
using a shadow box. Yeah, and this is a large piece. It's 33 by 48. So
it's pretty large.
3 feet by 4 feet. Pretty large. Yeah, very nice work, Amanda. Okay, so we are going to Lindsay, and her shop is River Oaks Framing in Carvel, Texas. Framed this double-sided weaving for a customer, suede mat on both sides, museum Optium acrylic, all in a metal frame too. A big challenge, but I love how it came out. That's crazy.
Yeah, I love how that suede mat, it's like exactly the right color.
Yeah. Looks like
look at the back too. There's a picture of the backside.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That's why she used double-sided acrylic on both sides. And the kind of acrylic that she used here, Optium Museum acrylic, is the type that we in our shop we called invisible acrylic. Like
Yeah.
it would be there, and you put it in front of the customer, like touch it, and they're like, "Oh, there's not touch," and they touch it, like, "Oh, wait a second, there is acrylic."
Yeah. There's
It's
nothing
pretty
there.
cool. Yeah, it's really nice, and we like to give small pieces if the customer comes in, repair glass. We use that type of glass for them, and then once they use it, they always come back and get that glass. They say, "Give me the same glass you put last time." It's like getting hooked on drugs. You get a sample for free, but then after that you got to pay.
Yeah.
But it looks really beautiful, so it's really worth it. This is a side view. There you go. And she basically put two mats, two glass.
Yeah.
Look at
That's
this.
super
So
cool.
there's a mirror here, and this is reflecting the front, and this is the back. Very nice
Yeah.
work. Very, very artistic photography, Lindsay.
Yeah, that's definitely fun.
Very fun. All right, we got Steven. Steven, this is yours. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is a cross stitch piece that survived Katrina.
Wow.
It was in the swampy waters and was reframed, not in the best manner when it was reframed, but luckily the cat peed on it. So she brought it into me, and because there's some bad staining, and I have a picture of this bad staining on the Aida.
This one here?
Yeah, that's bad stain. So I had, and there's also some like bad, I guess you could call it foxing in a way. It's not.
Oh, this here? Okay.
Yeah. From the swamp or from the storm waters. So we kind of covered everything up and try to give an artistic but fun little way of covering up all the stains but showcasing the piece. I also put in pieces of Chopin music on the left and right, which is a piano composer if you don't know who that is. But
I don't know who that is. I'm not gonna pretend I know because I don't.
Well, Frederick Chopin was amazing piano concerto writer, composer, and all that stuff. So it's some of his handwritten. It's a reproduction of his handwritten manuscripts.
So you got that for the customer in addition to what she brought you, correct? So this was
yes,
on you.
Yeah, I put that in myself.
Yeah, it's amazing work, man. You made it look really cool, and it's very cohesive. They go together really well too.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, nice job. Nice job.
Thank you.
So what's your shop's name again?
Oh, it's Make Your Mark Framing Company in Dixon, Tennessee.
Dixon, Tennessee. Make Your Mark Framing, Dixon, Tennessee.
Mo, I am so sorry, but I'm going to have to bail out.
All right. I'll continue. I think there's only a couple more left, and then I'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks again. I'm so sorry, Mo. I will, wish everybody a great holiday season, and we'll see you next month.
I wish you and Molly also happy holidays, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take care. Take care.
Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right. So the next one here, we have Martin, and he says, framed this African patchwork. It hangs on a stick, which I painted in the same color as mat board. Regards from Martin Hornman, Atelier Hornman from Netherlands. Oh, this is an international entry from Netherlands. And then he painted this stick and he hung the fabric from it. Really nice work, man. I like it. It's a nice presentation, and also it's in a nice frame. I like that a lot. Very nice work. And we've got Marianne. Marianne says, table frame for an African stitchery done by the women of their village to earn their own money. Molding is hand painted, very old presto molding with raffia insert done with love at the classic corner, Pueblo, Colorado. Okay, so Marianne's done this, and looks like it's on some kind of a Lady Susan. Does it rotate? I don't know. Table, pretty cool, and the framing is pretty cool too. Oh, it is. It does rotate, doesn't it? I don't know if it does, but it's got front and back, and the story on it is really cool. So very nice job, Marianne. I do like that a lot. And we have Irene. Irene is Australia, and this is the cheesy grin hides the massive sigh of relief when I finish this one. This silk tapestry has been couch stitched onto a stretched fabric and cotton weighting, and every single piece of tassel individually stitched on. My customer wanted to see the irregularities on its fabric, on its and it's on fabric. The back of the frame has been extended and shim gilded to match the top. Conservation grade acrylic sits on fabric covered spacers. Me, myself, and I at Framing Fabulous. Irene has a shop called Framing Fabulous in Brisbane, Australia. I like the smile. I like the detail. I like the description. And Eileen is actually indeed fabulous. Beautiful job. And you can see here she has a frame on the outside and she has a frame on the back because, like my job, she needed to add space and she added the second space in the back, and she stitched all the fringes all around here for them to stay flat and to fight gravity. So beautiful work, Irene. Beautiful work. All right, so this is the last but not the least, Candy, and she says this is from the frame shop in Pocatello, Idaho. Framed up this Coyotes hockey jersey with a collection of pucks. The jersey is sewn down to a black mat and then double matted in team colors. There are 7 layers to this big boy, 7 layers. The pucks are mounted with no adhesive. They are sunk into 2 layers of hand cut foam, and the mat openings are snug. It is finished off with a UV conservation glass and a French cleat for hanging. Loved finishing this one. This got 7 layers. Obviously, this is something you got to see in person to see the layers, but it's really, really amazing. The pucks here, how many pucks are here? This is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 25 pucks. That is crazy framing, Candy. Beautiful work, and I love it. Nice work. Oh, I got a jersey to finish with a puck for tomorrow for a customer for Christmas. So nice work. Candy shop is called the Frame Shop in Pocatello, Idaho. Nice work, everybody, and congratulations to all the winners. I promise my win was not rigged. We worked a lot on it, and it was amazing. It's a good feeling when you finish a job like this. And so I'm going to go back to it and show it here. This table is about 40 inches. So this thing was a little over maybe 65 inches by about 45 inches wide. So it's pretty sizable. All right, everybody, this ends our session today. I hope you all enjoyed it. Go to your local frame shops and ask for them to help you frame it like we've shown you here. There's a lot of nice shops who do beautiful work. All right, and I'll catch up with Stephen later, and enjoy. Thank you.